Hello guys, welcome back again to another video. So right now I'm just doing a reaction to the Australian Grand Prix. As you can see, this is my result. So I'm very foolishly I didn't save the team after editing. So moving on to the Grand Prix, this is what I got. Because I remember I was looking at the fantasy team. I'm like, why did I get only 66 points? That doesn't make sense. Because my guys, Alonso, Stroll, Max, Joe, and Sainz, according to me, at the time of thinking, it's like, these guys have points, so I should be, actually, at least I should be top 50 now, yeah? Wapi. Kume, I didn't even change. Then I look back at the video I made. I didn't change because I remember I edited, yes, but I didn't save. So I went straight to looking at the leagues. So the problems of shooting a video and editing the team at the same time. So this is the result. As you can see, Verstappen Chizatu kama yeye as usual. 2x. I think moving forward, I think I will have to maximize Max Verstappen as long as that car is fast, you know. But going to Baku is a street race, and Checo is very good in street races, so I don't know. But he also won. Max won last year's Baku race, so I don't know how that will play out. So we just have to wait and see. The next race is like the end of the month, so it would be quite some time till then. But from what I saw, there will be some updates. So guys are coming with updates for their team, so we shall see how that will play out. Yeah, so disappointed. Such a silly mistake, you know. So now I could have been up there, one. Because now even the number one guy, this was the time to maximize, you see. Oh, Joe got 0 points. So okay. So he get as many points as I thought. But why Max 10?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Wait, Max 10 points. Why? What's his quality? Oh, I haven't added for the race. But still though. Still though. Still, I didn't change my team. I'm very disappointed. I didn't change. You know. That's why meanguka sana. I didn't like that. So this is quality results. So what am I? Okay. So maybe even but still though, Bottas and Gasly are still here, so I don't even think I would have gotten any points even if I change them, because Sainz didn't finish the race, so I don't think we'll have gotten so many points. But Joe, also Joe, but I think something is better than nothing, you know, because now Bottas he didn't even score in the top 10. He was knocked out after, I think, the second restart. After that standing start, I think the second standing start, guy knocked out. Gasly and Ocon, Alpine gone. What already gone. Hey, this race was crazy. I actually thought at some point Hamilton would win. Because Russell alicheza kama yeye, because now he overtook Verstappen when the race started, you know. So I thought Hamilton would do the same thing on the standing start, but that didn't happen. Even if you overtook him, to just come back to the way it was, because they had not all the cars that passed. I think the first sector. I think all the cars have passed the first sector, so that the lap is counted. So they had not passed that first sector. All the cars have passed that first sector, because the red flag came out quite early. So I think that's what saved Alonso, because Alonso was like, bro, I was getting podium, knocked out. But thankfully, thankfully in his case, the safety, the red flag came out early. But it was quite an interesting race. I think this is the most action we have seen since since British Grand Prix. Yeah, British Grand Prix was a nice one for last year. That was exciting because other races were just there, So I hope Max won't run away with this season, with this championship, because now he has started to pull a gap between him and Checo, even though Checo was able to reduce the gap, but I think Max with his form, because in the post race interviews was even saying that he does not even reach the optimum conditions for the car, so you are not even seeing how fast this nigga can go. So this is just teasers basically. So if this guy decides to turn up the pace, because actually I don't know what he was doing throughout the race. Because at some point he had gone to the grass. Because I was wondering, why is this guy pushing so much and he's already leading? Why are you trying to to race like it's quali? Because he was going on quali mode in a race setting, because he was pushing, and he went to the grass. I don't know why he did that. Because it was me, I'll just take it easy, you're already leading, only push if I have to push, because at the end of the day the season is long. So if you are already pushing the car and you don't know how durable the car is, it can be problems down the line. But I think maybe in his head is like, I'm already ahead, this race is pretty much boring, might as well push it, anyway. We shall see in Baku. Yeah. So I'll do another update now for after now the results have been added. We see, maybe I'll change my ranking. Maybe I'll even go lower. Go from 60, because I was 67, now I'm 66. Find myself in number 100. What we shall see. Because Gasly now this is quali. This is the results for quali. Because now Gasly will cool out my points. Bottas cool out my points. This guy didn't finish. So most likely I'll just go lower. Anyway, we shall see. We shall keep fighting. Most go to top 50, top 40, top 30, top 20. Again. So now we have the results after they have been added onto the race results have been added onto the fantasy team. So this is how it is. So as I said, I didn't change, so foolish me. So as you've seen, I was there in call, I think I was in 66, but now after the results have been added, I'm currently at 59. So where is it? 59. So if I'd gotten those changes just in time, not even just if I gotten the right people as I intended, I think I would have been high, at least top 50, definitely. So now I'm top 60. So went from 67 to 59. Okay, not bad considering the blunder I made. So now moving forward to Baku, hopefully I'll make the necessary change. I'll make sure to put the correct team. Yeah. So I think right now Max is very, very strong, and honestly I don't see him losing unless something happens between now and the race. So for now, I think depending on how they'll do the practice sessions on in Baku, I think I'll put 3 DRS here for Max Verstappen, and obviously I'll remove these two these two people, especially Bottas. Bottas has let me down this season. I don't know why. Bottas is not, once he went to Alfa Romeo, he's not been coming through one. But I'll leave Verstappen for now. I think the Aston Martin guys are good also. So most likely I'll put someone else. I don't know if it's science, but I think with the form that Mercedes has shown, most likely I'll either put Hamilton. Hamilton will be such a sure bet, but now I don't have the money because Hamilton is expensive. So if I can get Hamilton, because I'm sure Hamilton will get points day in day out, at least he will get at least top 10, because he's a very good driver. So, and on the chance that Max Adenki if I see the car is not up to par, I can now be putting 2x to Hamilton. But Hamilton is very expensive. Like, let's see, if I was to say remove this guy, I still can't afford Hamilton. Hamilton is almost 24 million. Even if I remove uh those two guys, I still can't afford Hamilton. This is how expensive he is, you know. But Russell, I can do. I think Russell is also very consistent. Just the last race, the car didn't go as didn't perform as expected. But I think if he hadn't pitted, I think we'll have led significantly. But the Red Bull was so fast. I think Max will have overtaken him either way. But I think we'll have finished top three definitely. So I think now, if I can think now the next race I can put maybe like Russell, that would be 18.5, so I'll be left with 4.5. Then maybe Hockenberg. Hockenberg did well in the Australian Grand Prix. I think at some point after I think it's the second race that he was number 4, so that was very impressive. It's actually been performing better than Magnussen, because Magnussen, I don't know what has been happening to him. He was my guy last year, but fell off. So going forward, I can put Russell and Hulkenberg. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing, because Joe is a bit more expensive. So most likely I'll put Russell and Hulkenberg. That's for the next race. But we shall see how the practice sessions will be, how the drivers and the cars are performing in Baku. But I think Max will definitely. But I think yeah, Max might win, but yeah, Sergio didn't do well in Australia, so he might be out for revenge. And it's a street circuit, so he can do well. I think in qualifying he might even out qualify Max, but a race is very different, because race Max when in a race situation is a beast, and in that car you'll be crazy. So Sergio cannot qualify Max, but come race day, Max is definitely overtaking, because Max is very fast. It's faster than Checo. I think on because I was seeing actually all the wins that Checo has had in since joining Red Bull were because first of all Max didn't do well. So Max was not there to contest basically. Like Singapore, he didn't qualify well. Not Australia, Jeddah didn't qualify well. So on, like, if both of them are on the starting grid, like in the front row, I don't think Checo can at this point can bring the fight to Max, because Max is fast and has gotten 2 poles already this season. That's crazy, because last season most of the poles were being gotten by Charles, and it still didn't matter, because at the end of the day the race is where Max shone. But now if this season he gets the poles and the race, it's a done deal. So unless Jacob might start have to pull up his socks, you have to start now out qualifying Max, and then now discovering a serious pace to hold off Max, because this guy is fast. This guy is pushing, even though he's leading. Like in the Australian Grand Prix, he was still pushing, even though he had a very comfortable lead. So this guy is very aggressive, so he won't back down from a fight. So Checo might have to really up the notch if he wants to be in this championship. But I think realistically, from what I'm seeing, if it's a Mercedes. Mercedes is the guys who have a good chance to bring this home if they get the car right. Because if they can get their car right, they have the drivers. They have Hamilton and they have Russell. So if they can get their car right, those are the guys who can now challenge Max. And as for Aston Martin, also Alonso is good. I think if they bring in more developments, even Alonso can even bring the challenge, bring the fight to Max. So it will be an interesting few races, interesting races going forward. So I think it now boils down to car development, because the drivers are good. It's just the car that's not letting them basically catch up to Max. Because I'm sure if Lewis was in Checo's situation, it would be a different story. It would be neck and neck. It would be basically like uh, Hamilton and Rosberg situation, where those guys are very good. They have good machinery and they are both good drivers. Because now the problem with Red Bull, you have very good machine, but Checo is not as fast as Max. But I think in terms of him being the number two driver, I think he's doing his part, bringing in the points to have them in the constructors. So I think from Red Bull, from Christian Horner's point of view, is like as you're doing good, Max is winning the races, Checo is there if Max doesn't come through, and him also is at least finishing top five, you know. But that Red Bull should be fast. Should be finishing top three. Not even top three, top two. It should be up there with Max, you know, because that guy is fast. So basically, Checo has no excuse not to perform well in that Red Bull. But we shall see how it goes. So I'm looking forward to getting more points come Baku. I'm sure I'll do a better analysis than what I've been doing. And we'll make sure now to actually select the team. I'll triple make sure I've chosen the right guys for the Baku race, so I don't miss any points. Yeah. So hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure to give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and also turn on the notifications to get updates when I post videos like this. And also comment what you like about the video, what I can do better, and I'll see you guys in the Baku race. Bye bye.